Here we go live.
Which one's two? Which one's three?
Here we go live. Here we go. 9 waiting. Are we live? We are live. We are. No, it still says waiting. That's my YouTube is way behind. Way behind. That's crazy.
Let me refresh.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Oh.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Sorry. Trying to make sure everything is working here correctly. Hi, Christy. Yes, you are possibly the first one here. You beat Margie. You beat Margie. Hi, Penny. How are you feeling? Penny's been so sick. I'm glad you're feeling well enough to at least join us today. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Hey, Glennis and Laura. Hello, hello. Elisa, hi. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hello, Julie, Margie. And put those thumbs up now, because she had high hopes. She had high hopes. This is for Margie. She had high apple pie in the sky. Hopes so.
As we scare off any new subscribers.
That's right. I'm scaring off the high hopes. That was for you, Margie. Oh, so we were live. Yes. Margie had the stream up, just hadn't talked yet. Speak up. Speak up. Oh, man. How is everybody today? Did you have a good weekend?
Did.
Right. Did everybody have a good weekend? I hope you did. It was awesome.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. My son moved out.
Oh, hi, Dawn Marie. I guess that's always a good weekend, huh?
Yeah. I have more of my house for myself now. So
yeah.
Sorry, ladies. I didn't know my camera was that far off.
Sorry, I didn't even look at it.
I mean, either. We've been.
Oh man, Julie's sick again. Oh, everybody, yeah, half, probably at least half of the people coming to retreat have been sick this past week. I mean, really sick.
Oh my
God. I'm just glad everybody's getting it now, so you'll be 100% before retreat. So, got a month. You're good. You're good. There's plenty of time. Candy and I weren't sick, and that's scaring me just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Scare me a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Because Charlie was sick this past week. He had a cold. He had a runny nose and stuff.
Because if we're not sick before, no, you don't get to be sick at retreat again. And I don't get to be sick at retreat. So that's just not even an option. So I know that a lot of you, let's see here. You can see now go. I know that a lot of you got the Stardust metallic pigments. And I suspect they're still sitting there, probably haven't opened them, don't know what to do with them. So, hi, Dawn. Oh, I'm so glad Dawn's feeling well enough to join us today. She's been really sick too.
Was she in here earlier? I don't remember.
Dawn Marie, yeah, and she was sick, and Dawn was sick. Hi, Kathy. Kathy's here. Penny's still not doing really well, but she's at least up enough to. Hi, Angie. One by one. Hi, Carrie. One by one, everybody's getting in here. Very cool. Let me grab a drink here. My throat's been really dry. I will say that. Oh, I probably should have filled that up. If I have to fill it up in the middle, oh well, I can do that. Yeah, everybody feel better soon. Get it all out of your system before retreat. Definitely. Oh my goodness. Every single day I get more and more excited because every day more stuff either comes in or comes up, or I find more stuff, or so, looking forward to this. Christy, don't have the pigments or the beeswax, but very interested. Okay. Stardust is from the moon cracking and being pasted back together, right? Yes. That's exactly it, Margie. That is exactly it. But I know we oh, Dawn, you didn't even have to take Benadryl last night? Oh, but you didn't get to sleep till nearly 3. Ugh. But I'm glad that you slept until noon. That's better. 9 hours. That's pretty good. We had these at a sale, and we almost sold out, but not quite. I still have a few left. And then the beeswax was back ordered, and that came in later. So I sent that out to those who had ordered that with their Stardust pigments. So what I'm going to do first is run through a tutorial showing you how to use it, kind of, sort of, an overview. And then we're going to spend, I don't expect that to take more than half an hour. Then we're going to spend about an hour just hanging out, laughing, crafting, and show you some more things that I've done with it, or I'm going to do more things with it during that hour that I haven't already done. And then the last half hour, we're going to do the live box opening of this month's box, because I think just about everybody in the world except Candy and Sylvia have received their box. So Candy's will probably be there today. And I didn't even see Sylvia come in. Is Sylvia here? Oh, that's right. I forgot about the time change, Dawn. We were the same for 6 months, and now we're not again. I didn't even see Sylvia here. Sylvia's must have gotten dropped in our local post office or something, because it doesn't look like hers even got scanned until today. So it's crazy. So maybe it got dropped and nobody saw it or picked it up and set it aside or something. I don't know, but it's on its way. It's just going to be a little bit delayed this month. So Penny's will be there today. Christy, you don't have yours either? Oh my gosh. How is it that it goes to the East Coast and gets there in from one night to 2 days later in the morning? So that's not even 2 full days, but yet it can't get from Utah to Texas in 3 or 4 days. That's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Okay, so if you have these, then you know what we're talking about. But I'm going to grab a couple here. What?
Margie, this is false time. You can't cut an inch off one end of a blanket, sew it to the other end, and make it longer. Just saying. Her boxes always last. Yeah, I mean, Penny, you and me, I'm getting a lot. And mine, it sits in Dallas, then it gets sent to Shreveport, sits in Shreveport before it comes
for a day. Yeah. They don't care about we're paying priority for 2-day mail. Yeah, but Dawn Marie's in North Carolina, and I sent it out Thursday night, and she had it Saturday morning.
She's in a bigger city, isn't she?
But
I live in Shreveport, I'd have it already, but they hold it and bring it over here, and then it sits here for another day.
And Christy's like 2 states from me in Texas and can't get it in 3 or 4 days. It's nuts. It is nuts.
Dallas has issues, people.
That's
the one that puts mine and sends it to the wrong place.
Yeah, Dallas doesn't want to let them go.
Yeah, or they send them to Iowa.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, mine goes to Iowa, Louisiana. To get to Louisiana, it goes to Iowa, and then back to Dallas, or a suburb of Dallas, and then back to me.
Okay. Let's see here.
Chrissy says Texas has issues in more ways than one.
I think I would feel very comfortable in Texas then.
Mine should have been here yesterday, but
all right.
Set in Shreveport for a day and a half.
All right, we ready to go? Let's see if my camera's in a good space. Okay. So I'm glad that you're all here today, and I know that a lot of you already have these. And thank you for joining us on Happy Paper People today. But today we're going to look at the Stardust metallic pigments from Stamperia. There are 7 of them available. We have had them at a sale, so I know a lot of you have them, but some of you probably don't. I do still have a few in stock. I have at least one of all of them in stock except the blue. There is Martian copper, which I love. Astral green. Okay, I was going to say which I love. I can't do that on every one of them. Golden sun, silver moon, Cosmos magic. This one is magic. It's iridescent. Very, very cool. Nebula rose. And there is blue Neptune. And it's a gorgeous color blue. Blue Neptune. This is how they come packaged. It's a little tiny container. Easier to handle these packages than the little tiny containers. So I thought I'd show you those. But this is what they look like when they come out. I will give you one tip, though. When you get the package, you will notice that you see the color. So I assumed that that was the top. And so when I took it out, I held it like that because it's a little tiny container, and I unscrewed it, and that's the bottom. And so everything fell into the lid, which means half of it fell out, right? So turn it over. They do that so that you can see the color, but you want to turn it over like this before you unscrew it, because this is actually the top. And there's a few of these that I have used quite a bit already. Another tip is just because they're tiny does not mean that they can't be tipped over or knocked, and suddenly you have no more blue. I'm very sad because I love, love, love the blue, and I wanted to do some things with the blue today, and I have no more blue. Now, my copper has some blue in it. My copper has some blue. I got most of it out, but it's got some blue. It's a little bit muddy, but I've used the copper a lot. I've used the blue a lot. And this Cosmos Magic a lot. And then I'm trying to be very careful not to spill the rest of those. So we'll be using everything except blue today, but I will show you some things that I have done with the blue just so that you can see, because it is awfully pretty. The other item that you need with it is this small bottle of beeswax. You might already have some beeswax, and you could use any beeswax. It just needs to be, see, mine's got color in it. It's got silver. It just needs to be beeswax that is soft, that you can spread like this. So you can't have beeswax that needs to be melted, or and I don't know, some of them, maybe the pellets, you can melt them together and make a little soft dish like that. But like my block of beeswax that I use for ironing napkins on, that won't work. It needs to be soft and spreadable for sure. So I'm going to open the beeswax here. First of all, let me give you a couple of little insights. So this was made, they're all obviously astral solar system type of names, and they're really the colors that you're going to find in the Northern Lights. For a moment, it just left me, and that's so funny because I have family in Alaska, and this year we've gotten a lot of pictures because the lights have just been so active and dancing, and they're so gorgeous, and got a lot of pictures of, and they include all these colors. And so that's where the inspiration for the colors come from, and the names. So they're very pretty. So I thought to myself, well, I'd sure love to have this color or that color. And then I have to think, are they in that solar system, Northern Lights type of Aurora Borealis rainbow of colors, because that's kind of what they're going for there. And I do hope they expand it, maybe even with another section of it that maybe royal colors or something, that's not so astral. But let's start with this. We have the STAMPERIA molds, and we put things in the molds. Sylvia was just talking about one of those old-fashioned phones, and this is the dial from an old-fashioned phone. This is one that I did when we were talking about how to use the molds, and I was demonstrating when to take them out of the mold, and this came out too soon, and what happens when it comes out too soon. And so it wasn't completely dry Let's see, we're going to get, yeah, there we go. Let me know if I need to bring that light back, but I think that lack of glare will help there. It was not completely dry, and so these aren't fully formed here. That's what happens when you pull it out before it's ready. But there are all kinds of molds with Stamperia, lots and lots of fun molds with words and things like this. This is perfect for what we're doing today. Even hinges, you could make rusty hinges, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to show you some of those that I've already done. I want to show you the process step by step, and we won't necessarily do every step of the process, but I will show you something at every step because we want to go through it fairly quickly. So you have a mold that you've just put in. This is Stamperia clay, and just put it in the mold, and I just let it sit there. It depends on your climate. It might dry in 24 hours. I often just put in a whole bunch at one time, and I'll let them sit there for 3-4 days, even longer if I get busy. But they don't necessarily take that long to form. You do want it to be fully dry. And when you go start to pull it out, you'll be able to tell if it sticks at all. You'll know that some of it's not coming out and that it's not completely dry. But that's the most important thing, is that it's completely dry when it comes out. And so you get this white clay. It's very lightweight. It feels like styrofoam, which is the awesome thing. Is they look like big, and you can make them look like big, heavy things, but they're very lightweight styrofoam. The other thing that we do with the Stamperia molds is put not only the clay, but the really thin ones that are like a damask type wallpaper. We'll put paste in them. Their cream paste works great for this. The Pasta Sculptura works really great for that. There's a lot of other brands of paste that work really nicely. And so you take, I didn't even think about having one of those here, but you take that mold and just spread the paste in it, and you need to get it down deep in it. But then you have to have a layer over the top because you're not pulling out every little design. There has to be a little layer over the top that it all sticks to, so it comes out as a whole piece. And then you get this whole piece. And we do a lot of things with these. We will age them. There's one from Sir Vagabond Japan, a wall. So we will age them. We will rust them and patina them. There's another rust and patina. And now we're going to talk about how to use the Stardust pigments on them. And so this one I've partially done with Stardust pigment, and we're going to go ahead and do this section right here so you can see the process of doing it. Now, these are the clay, and so these are stiffer, harder, and this one is paste put in there. Look how soft and flexible, super lightweight. This is just like a, piece of paper. A piece of paper, the paste that's gone hard, or dry. It's not even hard, it's just dry. And so they're really awesome. And so something like this, and this overage, I leave that on. I like to leave that on because if I'm going to use it as a book cover, I've got something there that I can paste down, bring my paper, fabric, whatever it is, right up to the edge. And I know there's not going to be a gap because it can overlap it right there. But I don't know when I make them necessarily. I'll make them and just in the white, just leave them in the white until I go to use them. And I can tear them apart and use sections. I can cut them apart and use sections, or can use it as a whole. I could even put this on a book, a mini book, and make that the cover and seal it all and, make it nice and permanent. So a lot of things that you can do with those. So let's look at that one first. The Stardust pigments were intended to use, really, the original intent was to use over black. That's when you get the very best look of them, is over the black pigment. So I black gessoed this so that it would be nice and dry. I am using today a Dina Wakley black gesso. I also have Finnabar black gesso. I think I've got a Stamperia and one other. I don't remember what the other brand is, but I use them all. They're interchangeable. I don't find one to be any different or better than the other. I just grabbed this small jar today so it wouldn't take up much space here. And If you don't have black gesso, you could use black acrylic paint. You just want a good black layer down before you start. And so you cover this with black gesso and let it dry. And I'll typically cover multiple things at the same time. So while I set this one aside and it's drying, then I'm covering something else, you know, with black gesso. And so this is of the same type of, let's see where that black is behind it. You can't really see. Same type of medallion. And so I've just covered in black gesso. I'm going to move these over because we won't use these white ones right now. But these are hearts that came out of one of the STAMPERIA molds. They have texture on top of them of different types. There's from SeaWorld, the sea lion. That would look cool, metallic. Here is Sir Vagabond. And I started to color him, got part of his jacket in the blue, and then dumped the blue. So I have no more blue. But I put him here to remind me to tell you about a couple of techniques. So I've got a bunch, you know, just a bunch of things in here. So once you have the black gesso down, then you can put the Stardust on top of it. This is, I'm going to turn it around so you can see all the different colors that pop out of that. I hope they're showing on the screen because I turn it this way, I see purple, and then I go that way, I see blue, I see like a glowing white, all kinds of things. That is that Cosmos Magic. It's iridescent. And so you pick up, you see even right there, you can see all those colors in it shimmering around. It's really cool looking, but that is the Cosmos Magic. Here's a fun one. This is all 100% the Stardust pigments. So black gesso as the base, and then the copper, the Martian copper is the handle, the silver moon right here, and then blue and some of the astral green, the Neptune blue, the astral green, a little bit of silver on there for the colors on the paintbrush. And then I just splattered some black gesso, got a huge splatter there that I did not intend, but it's okay. It actually works. Splattered some black gesso and some white gesso, watered down, just very watery, to make it look like a used paintbrush. So that was fun. Here is another one of these, what do you call them? Starfish. And black gesso as the base, and then just went over it with the gold. And then it seemed like it needed something. It still feels like it needs something to me. But then I took a brush and did a little bit of the iridescent on some of the dots. So in real life, as you turn it, you get a little bit of different color shining here and there. But it feels like it needs a little bit of dark, maybe a little bit of dark, making some of these veins or lines in there. And I may do that just with a fine point pen or marker. So here's the atelier sign that you might put outside of your studio. So again, just the black. The atelier, I did that with a couple of colors. I did it with a color and then went over it with black and didn't like it. You know, so did it with another color, didn't like it, went over it with black. In the end, it's kind of a combination of several colors together, but it is primarily the Cosmos Magic. So there's a bunch of things here that we can do. I'm going to show you the techniques, how it works, how you do it today. And then if you would like to see more in depth, more things that we do, or more options of ways to use it, things that you can use it on, and actually watch us doing some more, then join us on our live. There is a live on YouTube right now already that we did, but this is the kind of thing that we do every Monday on Monday Jumpstart. So join us there. Here's a couple of little fish that turned out kind of cute. So okay, so here's the technique. Here's how you do it. Let's take this one. So we've got this black here and it's dry. That is black gesso. I'd like to touch that blue up a bit, but I don't have any blue. I'll have to get some more and do that. So the first thing that you do is put some wax on it. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to use my middle finger, thinking which fingers I want to keep clean without anything on them. And there's a couple ways you can do this. And this is where you're going to need to experiment a bit, because you can take this and you can just rub across the top. And when I do that, I tend to be a little heavy-handed. I try to be really light. But even if I go light, what I find is that as I rub across the top, the wax comes off on the edge of each of those ridges that I'm rubbing across. Then as I rub it around to make sure it's all blended on, then the wax is actually down inside, not sitting up on top. The wax needs to go where I want the pigment to go. The pigment sticks to the wax. The pigment does not stick on by itself. Okay, just remember that. That is the only purpose of the wax, is for the pigment to stick on. So if I put this in and it goes down into the grooves and I put the pigment on, that means the pigment is going to be down on the grooves, in the grooves, which might be okay. And sometimes that looks really cool. But if I want the pigment to be up on the top, so that the background is black and I can see the design in the color, then I need to only get the wax up on the top. So for me, I have found that an easier technique to do that, especially on a large item like this where it's got a large pattern, it's so easy. I just pat on the top, because then I'm just getting, and I'm putting very, very little wax on my finger when I do it. Very little wax. I don't want a whole bunch. I can't even see it. I only know it's there because I know I put my finger there. But there's not much. Whoops, see, got way too much right there. I don't want all that wax down in the grooves. Didn't realize I had a chunk on my finger, but I can pick up the wax right now. That's easy before I even put the pigment down. So I have found for me that the easiest way is just to tap the wax onto the top. And I don't worry about being too perfect or exactly where it's going to go, or making sure that absolutely no pigment goes down below, because it's actually kind of a cool look when it's not. That look of not perfection is really very cool on this. So I make sure to get that border that's going around the edge, because I want it to stick to that. Okay, so we've got the copper, we've got the astral green, and then we've got some blue. Turn these over so we can see our colors. How about the rose? Let's do the rose. Silver. Okay, so I'm going to unscrew the lid, again making sure that the label is on the top. Okay, I have used these quite a bit, and then I'm just going to put my finger right in there and get some on my finger. And that's probably quite a bit, but I'm not going to scrape it back off, because there is still going to be some residual wax on my finger. And if I do that, then the wax is going to scrape on the edge of the jar. And then the wax is going to be in there with it. And then it's just going to clump up inside the jar. And again, I'm tapping it on. I'm not rubbing it on. I'm tapping it on because I want it to attach to that wax that I just put on. And I would encourage you to try doing it different ways that you think of, rubbing it across, see what, kind of look you get. And also, I will tell you that it's going to be different. I'm going to rub it on the edge to get that border. And I kind of want it to go into the next color. You see, my finger caught on that, and that's exactly how you tip it over. It's so small that it just kind of pops up. There it is. Okay, now I can take a dry finger, and rub over this a bit. And I'm just really gently rubbing over the top. And by rubbing over it, it's like buffing it. But don't do it with a towel. Just do it with your finger. As you buff it, look how much more the metallic shine comes out. Just a little bit. If you keep going, it's that point of go to here and you buff it. But if you keep going, you're going to make it dull. So I'd like a little more blue to bring that into the green. I do have some of the green. I could come down farther into the copper, which I probably will end up doing. But that's a a good opportunity to see multiple colors, and a large pattern like this that you can get to is really easy to use, or something that is a whole item like this, where you're going to cover the whole item. And then by buffing it, I was able to get rubbed just a little off so you can see some of those lines down in there. Could even take a really fine tip black marker and go along some of those lines for accent, which I think would look really great, because you can see up there, you can see some of the black, and it looks really awesome on the head. This one on the tail, same thing. I even put a little bit of the Cosmos Magic, the Astral Green on the tail, just to give them a little bit of that shimmer that they do get on their tail. Okay, so that's how we use it over the top of a gessoed item. You know, we've got the glasses. So here's the glasses for Lady Vagabond and her little cat. We would do, let's do the little cat one. What color should little cat glasses be? And they could be multiple. You could start with one and go to the next and go to the next, so that they just kind of, just like this wallpaper one that we did, so that they kind of evolve from one to the next. You can do that. But let's say we're going to make his little glasses green. Let's make them astral green. This is such a prominent color in the Aurora Borealis. It is so, so beautiful. I will tell you that I used to live in Alaska, and I have seen it in person, and it is magnificent. Even the pictures are just, the pictures of somebody standing there seeing it, you know, in person, are just magnificent. I'm just in awe every time I see it. Okay, so see how quickly, I mean, all I had to do is get that wax down and then do that. I'm going to take a dry finger, buff it just a little bit. Doesn't even take much to buff it, but as you're doing it, you can see the metallic start to shine even a little bit more. So there's Kitty Vagabond glasses in that green, so astral green. Okay, so it's super easy to use that way. Here's a couple, like here's a flower. This is a big molded flower. This is not lightweight. I did not mold this. This came molded in a package. And so I coated it with black gesso. And then the first thing that I did was put gold on just the outer half. And then I put a little bit of the rose nebula going from inside halfway up. So it kind of just blended in. I don't know if it actually shows the color. And then I took a tiny bit of black gesso on one of these fingers and stuck it inside here and just put it around the edge and pulled it up just ever so slightly so that it would have that, just that dark center. And that turned out really pretty. There's a couple of different things. And these are ones I was just experimenting with to see what would happen if I combined colors. They're very different on camera than they are in real life. That's interesting. This one says life. This one says creativity. But these are those soft, flexible from Stamperia molds. Very lightweight, easy to glue onto something. Okay, so let's look at another option of how to use these. I'm going to grab a baby white. Remember, we need a black base. Black gesso, but you can black gesso anything, right? So let's grab tags, because that is somewhere where it'd be really pretty, especially if you have a really neat design or you want something to stand out in your design on your tags. So it doesn't matter whether we start with black tags or white tags. Take the tag and take a stencil and take some paste. For these, I used the cream paste for these. You could use Pasta Sculptura. You could use any brand, any type of a cream paste that would go in. I probably wouldn't use a heavy body unless you wanted it to be a lot thicker, and it will take longer to dry. So this is a 13 Arts window stencil, and I'm excited to try that one. This was a Stamperia stencil, And then these are Tim Holtz. You probably recognize them, just the little bubbles. And oh, I think this was a Lady Vagabond, so a Stamperia. And that is about the same thing as that, but the larger size. So what we do is just doesn't matter what color the tag is, just put some of your paste over your stencil. And what I typically do is do a bunch of those and then just let them sit overnight. I don't need to sit there and work, try to dry them. I'll just do them before I know I want to work on them and let them sit and dry overnight. Then when you come back, you want to coat it in gesso. And so I already did one, so we don't have to take the time to do that. So this did look like these. It was a white tag, actually just cardstock, cut a very lightweight cardstock too, cut into tag shape. And so I just covered the whole thing in gesso. And then we'll put some pigment on that one to see what it looks like. Here's a small version. This was actually the exact same thing as this one. And my copper is getting really muddy with that blue in it. So I didn't get a really good copper look. But now that it's completely dry, I don't know. I'm wondering if I can put a little beeswax on it, put a little more copper on it to bring out that more metallic color, because that just looks kind of muddy. Around the edge, you see that little shine that almost looks like a border around the edge? That is the Cosmos Magic. That is that iridescent one. That's what this last section was. And I just kept going with what's on my finger around the edge like that and just made just a tiny little border. So this is ready to either be decorated or put on like it is, or, whatever you want to do with them. So let's take this one. And like I said, this is just a piece of cardstock, actually lightweight cardstock. So it'll work with any cardstock. I would say probably a medium weight to a heavy weight would give you your best results. I see a little bit of rolling with this, with the gesso, but not a whole lot. Not enough that I'm upset about it. So I'm going to get some beeswax on this. Now this is interesting because there's some large ones on here, but there's also some small ones. And it gets kind of difficult not to get the beeswax down in between them. So, all right, let's pick our colors here. What haven't we used? That Cosmos Magic. We haven't used the gold or the silver. We did use the green. We haven't used copper. The copper is getting muddy because it's got blue in it. I'm going to need to get a new copper too, or pull out that blue, which I guess I just didn't want to. Was hoping maybe I could salvage some of it, but it gets muddy, and then it gets, the wax in it. It gets a little bit of clumped up. So let's go in here and try, see if we can get some clean copper. And I can already see blue all over my finger, but let's see what happens. So it's copper with blue highlights. Just like your hair should be, right? Probably not being as careful with that as I should, but don't remember how far down I went. Okay, a little bit of buff, and there you go. So that's how you do it on a tag there. Super easy. And yeah, all you need to do is put down something to give you texture, and then black gesso or black acrylic paint over the top, and then put the pigment, the wax and the pigment. So just remember that you need the beeswax to go with the pigment to make the pigment attach. So that is in a nutshell how to use the Stamperia Cosmos metallic or Stardust metallic pigment set. And as I mentioned, join us on our lives. We at Happy Paper People meet every Monday at noon Mountain Time, where we do a lot of experimenting with things like this. We answer questions We make things together, and that's a great place to come learn more about these types of things. So happy to have you join us there, as well as on Facebook. Happy Paper People Facebook group is where you'll meet the nicest people in the world. We have challenges, we give away prizes, we do lots of fun stuff. So please join us. Happy to have you, and thanks for stopping by today.
All right, you know I'm laughing at you.
Yeah, of course I do. I know you're laughing about it, or laughing at
a mold tutorial.
Not a what? Oh,
Well, about the mold.
Yeah, no, that's true. But you got to know.
No, you no butt in there.
No, I know. I go off on a tangent.
She does.
Hi, Sandy. In a nutshell, maybe we're almost done. Yeah. We are. I know Sandy has these. I know Candy has these. I know.
I bought a couple because I just kept it limited.
Okay, to try them out.
Yeah.
Did Sylvia make it in? Haven't seen her. I think Sylvia got him.
I thought she did. I thought she did, but I don't know. I could be,
Who else got these?
I got molds flying through my brain now. Yeah, she made it in.
Sylvia, you got these, didn't you? Did you get these?
They were all asking about Dawn Marie, so she hadn't seen them. I told them you had some for sale at the end.
I do have a few. Okay, so they are retail. They're $8. So Happy Paper People is $7. I have every color except the blue, but I have sitting on my computer my order for Stamperia, but I didn't hit submit this morning. I thought I'll wait until after to see how many of these I need to order, because I definitely need another blue, and I'm going to need one of all of them because I've just been
using them. They are very tiny pots, ladies. I will say I was kind of disappointed in how tiny they were.
Yeah, but the other thing is it does go a long way. I use them a lot.
Unless you spill it.
Unless you spill, I don't know.
And then Sandy's asking, can you use them without wax? You need to have. I'm sure you can use them in different ways, but not
the wax. The wax makes them adhere.
Yeah, but you can make a spray out of them if you want to make a spray. I'm sure
you probably could.
Yeah, I mean, but
I have not.
And I was thinking you could probably use.
It's a little different than the regular mica pigments that we have.
Yeah.
And I haven't tried them. Okay, I use a brush. I have done this on. In fact,
and I have some luster wax I was going to try with it instead of the
okay, that would be a good. I honestly think that any smooth, creamy wax that you can spread will work.
Yeah, any of that. You just don't want it to be really colored. And I have a real light lilac luster wax.
Yeah, you don't
hardly any color at all. And I thought that might
work. Yeah, if it's a color, it's going to affect the color that you get. It'll change what you put on top of it. And mine's becoming colored because I'm putting it down with the same finger that I did that with. You can do it with a brush. What I did, like on this one, I put some of that iridescent on all these little dots. And so I took just a tiny, I know I've got tiny sitting here, probably buried. Where did it go? Is it that tiny? Did it roll underneath? I don't think it can. Yeah, probably. But like this, there's one more though. Just a little teeny tiny brush. And so then I put some wax on, like right here. I could put wax on just the little brush end, although this is big enough to do with my fingers. So that, that doesn't really count. But something like this. Here's a key and a heart. And I want to do the gears inside. And maybe I want the gears to be gold. And I want that there's iridescent on that, I can tell. And then I want the key to be a different color. So I did that. And then I came over to it's yellow for Golden Sun. And I keep looking for
I want that brush and palette mold.
Oh, I know. Isn't that cute? I've got a whole bunch of them here. There's some really cute ones. Okay, so I'm going to put gold on these. And now it's got iridescent and gold. That's kind of cool. Because if I put my finger, what?
You have to seal it, or does this stuff rub off, or?
It doesn't. If you put wax on and then put it on and then let it sit.
Let it sit for a minute.
Let it sit. And I came back today. I did this one I did last night, so we wouldn't have to take time to do the whole thing. So I did these pieces last night. I came back today and rubbed on this and nothing came off. So if you don't put wax on it, it will rub off. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to adhere.
Yeah.
And if you rub on it immediately after you do it, it will.
Not much comes off.
And some of it may come off, but mostly if you rub on it immediately, you're going to make it go from shiny metallic to dull because you're rubbing it too much. So I couldn't get my finger in there without getting the heart and everything else around it. So I just used the little brush. Just make sure you put the wax down first. And then I have a towel here that I rub it off on so I can get
the wax. Yeah, I just used it with the lilac luster wax.
Okay.
Lilac or rose.
I think as long as your wax is creamy and spreadable.
Yeah, it worked with it.
It won't matter what kind of wax it, because it's just beeswax. You've just got to be able to put this down so it has something to stick to.
Well, and it has more color than I thought it did because you can actually see it on the black gesso.
Against the black gesso, everything has color, even though if you think it doesn't. I know. What's funny too is you black gesso it and you're like, okay, that's a good coat, and you let it sit and you come back. Once it dries,
you're like, what the heck?
I know. Once it dries, you can see all the spots you missed. There's a little white spot right there. Once it dries, you see all the spots you missed, and you're like, wow. Okay, so obviously I didn't clean this brush very well because I'm putting wax on, but I'm also getting some color off with it. But the color I put over it. Okay, so I'm going to do, I'm trying to be very careful about these things because for klutzes like me, it's easy to tip them over.
Yeah, they're so tiny.
They are tiny.
Wax work.
That's why I put them on this little thing. Does what wax?
Bikini wax work.
I'm going to say no. Because it kind of has different properties in it, does different things. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm using the rose to do the little heart around it. I just have to keep wiping off my brush so it doesn't build up and get gunky.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get some more colors.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Very pretty.
They're actually really cool. Yeah, that blue. You got the blue. I know you got the blue.
Yeah, I got the blue. For sure.
The blue is gorgeous. It's
I got the blue, the copper.
Yeah. Did you get the green?
The Cosmos Magic.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's very cool.
That looks white, though.
It looks white, but put it on black gesso and it that iridescent, first thing you'll see is purple.
Really?
Yeah.
See purple, but whatever. We're going to try it on the dragonfly.
Oh, that's perfect on the dragonfly. Well, in fact, okay, so there's just painted with the brush. If I used my finger, I'd be all over the place. And these are all little tiny gears around it. And then it's like a rope, twisted rope border, and then the actual tag. It's out of the tag mold. Where's it? There's a dragonfly. I did a dragonfly somewhere. That iridescent, that Cosmos Magic is perfect for the dragonfly.
Oh my God, it's got a lot of color. It's blue.
Uh-huh. Here you go. Yeah. You turn it around, you see blue and purple and pink all in that dragonfly. I just don't think they show up on camera as like they are in real life, but they're pretty cool. So let's see. So gears, I thought, what color do I get gears? So I did that one silver first, but then I don't know. Maybe do something over the top of it. But I thought this guy's going to be really fun, making him metallic. I don't know. I guess he probably should be silver. At least part of him. It'd be nice to have a bronze one too.
Yeah.
All right, I got to try a heart. So this heart has wood grain. Is that showing up at all? Yeah, that shows up. Okay. So let's do something on this wood grain heart.
So let's see. Oh, they can't see me. We didn't put us on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here.
Sorry, lady.
I got it. Sorry. We don't want to see Marianne anymore. Bring Candy back.
I tried to zoom in. Hold on. Let me get my camera set up.
And I have not tried this with just mica powders because I know a lot of you have a ton of mica powders because last year we got a whole bunch of them at a great price. We've got all those little bags. So I could try this with mica powder and see how it works.
Hiding, ladies. I was trying to hide. You wouldn't let me.
No, Sylvia will never let you hide. You know that. Okay, let's start with the rose. Whoops. Nebula rose. Is that right? Yeah, nebula rose as a base. It's a heart, but it's wood, but it's still a heart. So it's not red. Then we might need to add a little bit other colors in a mixed. Now that one's messy, so I'm going to kind of buff it with this one. So there's the wood grain heart. That works really well. Okay, so let's see. See if I can get some of this off my fingers. Margie says, I still can't see Candy, just her desk.
Yeah.
Let's see here. How about a little bit of that Cosmo Magic or maybe gold? The gold would probably be pretty with that.
What
Nope,
about
that's the color combination I did on there, so maybe silver.
what about mixing them with the luster with the lunar paste?
Ooh. Well, the lunar paste is so shiny and metallic.
I know, but I'm saying if you don't have the colors in the
Yeah, I don't know that it'll do any different with the lunar paste. Let's see. Okay. Well, what color do I want?
Okay.
What if I mix this with a little bit of gold?
Oh my god, that white is really pretty on the
Yeah, that Cosmo Magic. It's really cool. Their wings, the iridescent wings.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful.
perfect for that. Just remember, always put down some wax first because that's what it sticks to.
Be great for Halloween webbing too.
Oh, yeah. Little sparkle here and there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the gold one. There it is. I'm going to take the gold one. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Roar lunar paste. Now I know once I put my finger in the lunar paste, I can't put it back in this thing unless I bring lunar paste back in there. So I'm trying to get enough that I think I'll need. I don't know. Don't know how much I'll need yet because I don't know what it'll look like. It does change the color, but let's see here.
It's the wax you're using to adhere this, Dawn Marie. It's the wax.
Yep, it's the wax. The pigment will not stick on its own. It will appear to stick, but it will rub off. It will brush off. It will come off easily. It's the wax that's making it adhere. Okay, didn't like that at all. It dulled the shine of both of them.
Yeah, they're calling these metallic pigments, ladies. So
yeah, they are metallic. Yeah, metallic pigments. Hi, Glennis. I know Glennis got these.
Glennis is lurking.
Yay!
Sizzix Lilac Rainbow Luster Wax. It kind of looks colorless.
Okay, so that looked really awful. It was very dead in luster. So I just got some wax and some gold to go over that, and it looks way better. But now I need some definition in those flowers, so I could do black down in there. Because that, yeah. And you know what? If you do this and you don't like what it looks like and you can't change it because it's just all the colors there, and if you put another color over it, it's just going to change the color, not make it pure of the other color, the color you're putting over it. You can't just let it dry fully. Once it's dry fully, cover it with gesso. It works. It absolutely works. So this is the one that I played around with one night. I did not coat it in black gesso. What did I do? I just took the silver and rubbed some of the silver on it to try to make it not white, but I just went over the whole thing in black gesso because I didn't like it. Well, I mean, I liked it, but I wanted to try and see what I could get with if I started with the black gesso as the base. So I can put a little bit of wax down in each one of these little palette holes. Probably let some go across over the top too, so it's not all perfect, but has paint dripped here and there. This, I think, let me think here. It's either Atelier or Atelier des Arts, this mold, and it does have this one. It does have this one. It does have this one with all the paintbrushes. Very cute.
Here.
Hi, Cheryl. It also has a bunch of these.
Here.
Hey, Ginger.
Janine.
Oh, hi, Janine. I'm sorry that you
said Ginger Leaves. I'm pretty sure I said Janine.
Maybe you didn't. I can't hear. This I think comes in it. No, that's a Lady Vagabond. These, like these little crayons or paint tubes.
Embossed die cut.
Yes, that's cool. That looks great. Yeah, die cuts, it'll work just fine. Just you want a metallic die cut, just put the wax on it first. That's what it adheres to. As long as you put the wax on, it will work.
More colors, I do like them.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get more blue and copper right away because.
Do they have a pink?
They have this Nebula Rose, which is pink.
Okay, I definitely need to get that because I'll need that for that unicorn. Yeah. There. I like when I can make it go just over the edge a little bit because then it's like, the paint slops around a bit. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I can never keep it down in that little one compartment. Let's see. But I'm going to need, they're going to need to bring out more colors. That's what I think. So.
Background, I'm working on for that unicorn. So we're going to see. Let's see if I can get these feathers colored better.
Those would be cool with the metallic.
Yeah, most of them are going to be covered up. Let's see. Most of them are going to be covered up like this.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Cool.
I can experiment. If it doesn't work, most of it's going to be covered up anyway.
Yeah.
I just don't have black gesso on here, so we're going to see how it does on top of the ink.
Oh, right. On acrylic ink.
Yeah. These are sprays.
It should be fine. It should be fine on the acrylic ink, as long as it's completely dry. And I know that we have the STAMPERIA clay in stock, and it comes in like a brick. And when I first time I ordered, I told Candy, I'm going to need a lot of these because I got a lot of molds. I couldn't believe how far it went. You think you're going to use a ton, and you really don't use as much as you think you're going to. It goes a lot farther than what you think.
Shows up better with the black, so I might paint these with black paint first.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, and now before we end, we'll go till 1:30 just playing, and then we'll do a 30-minute box opening of, I don't even think it'll take that long. We'll do 20 minutes. There's not anything with great big explanations in it. So 20 minutes, at 20 to 2, we'll do live box opening. Right before we do that,
Ronnie brought it in.
Oh, your box came? Awesome. Oh, perfect.
I ordered some 10 mil stencils.
Yeah.
It came from Amazon, and it's on a box, and the box says, "Oh my God, Becky, look at this box."
Are you kidding? That's awesome.
And I started laughing, and Ronnie goes, "What?" I said, "Oh my God, Becky, look at this box. Don't you get it?" He's like,
"Yeah,
no." I said,
"Oh,
Ronnie,
well then, never mind.
I cannot lie. It's from that song, don't you know?"
Yeah.
Goes, no, I don't get it. I'm like, "Oh, I know you heard that song. I know you heard it."
Well then, I'm sorry. I can't explain it if you don't get it.
Can these be used on
what are you doing?
Turned into daubers? Yeah, probably, Janine. If you put, it didn't work well with the ink, so I'm going to try it with. I'm going to put some black gesso down here for these feathers. Janine said she wanted to know if she could use these on her chest pieces of plastic that she turns into daubers. Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Oh, how cool! Wow, what a great idea, Janine. Those would be cool looking daubers. Yeah. Okay. So here's the new palette, and it looks much more like paint, metallic paint. And the new paintbrush, these are different than I had them painted before. I just went over them in black gesso. And I wanted to do this one too. Let's see. Actually, I should have done this before I cut that little bump off. I should have done that before I gessoed it so I could gesso that now white spot. Do that anyway. Okay.
Dawn says she was trying to figure out if there were other mediums that would work with the mica powders. I always hate to get something, then realize you had something that would work just as well. And you might, but these have more of metallic pigment than
right. And you're going to have a lot more colors in the mica powders, and also a lot more options of how to use them. So we need to do a Monday Jumpstart just on mica powder. Yeah, we do, and we'll test it in some different ways. So I'm thinking that I'll pull the beeswax out and we'll test it with beeswax. Why not? Because that's that would make sense. If you could use that in this manner, you have a whole lot more colors to choose from doing that. Let's see if I can get that dry real quickly here. But yeah, the mica powders, you can make paste out of them. You can make spray out of them. You can make liquid drops out of them. You can make alcohol ink out of them.
Monday dump start. Sylvia said she heard that.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh, Sylvia.
She trying to pretend like she's the only one that listens. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
We know you don't listen, Sylvia.
No. Only when she wants to. She listens when she wants to.
Goes in one ear, not the other one. You never hear what I'm telling you.
Everything I say, in one ear, not the other. Okay, so we got some wax on that. That's warm because I just heated it, so that max is just welting.
That max is just
welting. Yes, that is what I said. But I did not say dump start. That I know. Okay, I'm gonna try some copper on this handle.
I have to stick by my girl. I think you might have said it.
Oh my goodness. What's the world come to when candy turns on me? I just said it to see if you guys were awake.
No, not really. No.
Obviously not. Okay, there's a nice shiny metallic paint brush handle. And then, see if I can clean off my finger.
These wipe off with a wet wipe fairly easy.
They do. Yep, they do.
Sylvia said you started to say it, but you caught yourself.
Thank you, Sylvia. All right.
I couldn't talk this morning. I forget what I was trying to say, and I couldn't get it out. Before we went live, remember? What was it?
Yeah.
I'm like, what
what the what?
I had a stroke. I can't talk.
And I couldn't even call Kevin.
Yeah. Rodney wasn't here. He was at jury duty.
That didn't last long.
He wasn't one of the initial picks.
Yeah. Okay. Then
the district attorney has a thing up there that says if Rodney Boyer's ever on the jury pool, just pick him.
If you know Rodney Boyer, leave now.
For Rodney, you have to go do jury duty. I'm sure he's got something up there because that district attorney does not like him. Does not like him.
Let's see. So
if you say you know Rodney, you're off the.
Yeah, exactly. A sign up there that says if you know Rodney Boyer, you just as well leave now. Because you're not getting picked. Okay, and where's my teeny tiny brush? What is it, Lucy?
And then they have one prisoner that's they threw out his conviction. Well, they didn't throw it out, but he has to be retried because I guess during the closing arguments, his lawyer said something about him being guilty, but he still didn't deserve life sentence or something, whatever he said.
Oh, whoa, really?
He said something about you just because you think he's guilty. He said something about him being guilty or something. So so it has to be retried.
Wow.
They moved him from Angola to the jail here to hold him while they're doing it. It's been like 2 years now.
Throw out the attorney.
They keep pushing back his date, but Rodney hates him. And they got the guy on tape admitting that he did it.
Wow.
He admitted to it on a phone call with somebody or something. I don't know. And they found the gun in his possession. He killed his girlfriend.
Wow.
And there's no doubt he's guilty. There's no doubt. I mean, they caught him. They got a confession, like that he was talking to somebody and admitted it.
That's just crazy. And yet there's people that are set up or not, accused, but are not guilty, and they don't get as fair a trial.
He came to the
Trial.
because of issues. He had to have not a low salt diet, a no salt diet. What? You have to have sodium.
Well, no added salt. Who said that?
No, it was not no added salt. It's no salt at all.
Well, like you don't put the salt, like there isn't some natural salt in some foods, but you don't ever use table salt, and you can't eat like packaged foods.
You're talking to a jail. They don't have, they don't get salt shakers. He had to have a no salt diet. So his food had to have no salt in it. What? They don't have that.
Yeah. No, they're going to have packaged foods that's going to have.
Yeah. I understand low salt diet, but not a no salt diet. So that was the first issue. They had to deal with that. And then something else. And I remember we were on vacation and one of the guys called about something about that guy. And and the guy's lawyers were in the room, and Rodney didn't know that.
Uh-oh.
And the guy said something to Rodney, and he was like, "I don't care."
What his lawyers say.
So all of a sudden you hear him go quiet, kind of turn around. Okay, I'll talk to you later. And Rodney started laughing. He goes, his lawyers were in there. And sure enough, the guy calls back 5 minutes later. He goes, "That wasn't funny." Those lawyers heard you say that. He goes, "I don't care. I don't care what he wants." Yeah. Because it was always something. He always wanted special treatment about something.
Right.
And Rodney was like, "I've had it with him. Had it."
Yeah. Don't blame him.
But they had to meet all of his requests, which Rodney was like, "This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous."
Normal citizens don't get this kind of treatment.
Exactly. It was funny. And I know when his trial comes up, have you heard that? Oh yeah, I've heard that name. There's no way I can be on this jury.
Yeah.
Ronnie talked about him all the time. He hated him. Hates them. Hated dealing with them. Hated dealing with his lawyers. And they act like the guy's innocent. He said, "We have him on tape. We have him on tape."
Yeah. Admitting.
Plus, they found the gun in his possession. I mean, and it wasn't a tape conversation with a police officer. I forget how he called somebody he took the gun out of state, trying to get rid of it. And they caught him before he got rid of it. So it was in his car.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get rid of it. He had made a phone call while he was, and they traced the call and they went and got him. That's how they found him.
Wow.
But he admitted to it on that call.
Wow. They always think they're smarter.
It's a paralegal to do all the work. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That works. But, yeah, Ronnie couldn't stand him. It was funny. Yeah, not be held accountable. And it's just a special treatment they want while they're in there.
Right.
We don't get that special treatment out here.
Right.
Get it out here either. So why did...
Jail is supposed to be less than normal. I mean,
they got more rights in jail than...
Yeah. Well, yeah, but nothing extra or special. Like if normal people don't... You get normal people rights, which is a lot of rights.
They can apply for, what is it, SSI? Is it SSI they can get?
Really?
Yeah, there's something they can get after they get out.
Social Security income?
It's a part, yeah. And it's harder to get for us, but they can get it getting out of jail.
Wow.
There's a form they have to fill out. Ronnie never gives them the form. They want the form, they have to go find it. He does not go offer it to them.
I don't blame him.
Because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I understand they need, but it was something that we can't get even as veterans.
Right.
But they can get it.
Wow.
I can't remember what it was. I was like, really?
Crazy. Crazy.
I can't remember.
Over you. I know that's correct.
And most of the people he deals with are not, it's petty stuff. It's not drugs and stuff.
All right, let's see here. I really need blue.
Here, I got some. You want some?
Yeah. I keep trying to use other colors where I would really want blue, and they just don't go as well as the blue would. Uh,
Oh, let's hope I didn't mess that up.
mhm.
I said, I hope this works.
Yeah. So, ladies, while we're doing
Oh,
this,
it wasn't Louisiana that had them in tents and cots. That was Arizona, Sylvia. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Sheriff Joe. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Know him very well.
That was awesome. Loved it.
Sheriff Joe.
That's
Pink
how they.
boxers.
Yes.
Pink boxers, tents and cots. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can do that in the military, why can't we do that with prisoners? Yep. Yeah, they all were issued pink boxers to sleep in, or as their underwear.
Yeah,
It's Tent City is what it's called.
Yep,
Tent
pink
City.
underwear, and they had their jumpsuits were just all the same too. They weren't
Yes. Pink.
Were they pink or were they orange?
They were, well,
I don't remember, but they weren't the norm. They weren't orange or striped.
They were not striped. They were not orange. They were pink for a while, but let's see. Let me think. What did they change the jumpsuit back?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It was just the orange box.
Over there now, they voted him out.
Yeah, it's the well. He didn't win a re-election, which was really interesting because he won re-election for over 30 years. And there's nobody that would fight better. I'm sorry. I know I left Arizona, but I still love Arizona, and I still have lots of friends and family there. And Sheriff Joe was good for the state.
Yeah.
Sheriff Joe was, he was a force to be reckoned with, and he loved his state and would protect it. And he did not believe in all those extra special rights for prisoners. They should get same, if military can sleep in tent cities, then prisoners can sleep in tent cities. And even their tent cities, I mean, they had tents. It's not like they were out in that 110 without anything, and they had access to plenty of water and all the stuff. So
they had to work.
But yeah, as well they should.
It shouldn't be a vacation.
No.
It keeps them out of trouble when you got them doing stuff like that too.
Yes, that is true.
It keeps them from
maybe teach some of them a work ethic before they get out.
Come from having all that time to pick on other prisoners.
Yeah.
Put it, but you know what I'm saying.
Guys, you still have plenty of time in March. Don't forget about the March challenge. You want to make something and post it in the HPP Facebook group using bug or insect lined or graph paper, sequence of numbers, and dictionary page. And if you post it in the Facebook group, Happy Paper People, and you use the hashtag HPPMAR prompts, you will get into the drawing on the last day of March for $10 to be used at one of our sales or on the website. You will get a second chance in the drawing if you use the bonus item, which is a sticker. So don't forget to do that. There's still plenty of time. And you get to make whatever you want. So they don't even tell you what you have to make. The other thing is the hashtag 1000 subs. As soon as we're off air, you can come back in here and go to or go to any videos on Happy Paper People YouTube, comment on them, and in your comment, leave hashtag 1000 subs. As soon as we hit 1000, we're just over 100 away. As soon as we hit 1,000, then we will draw a name from all of the comments that have hashtag 1,000 subs in them and give away a box that is full of more than $450 worth of craft supplies. And yes, I am ready for it to go find a new home. It is ready to go. It only needs to be addressed. So let's get that done and out of the way so we can look on to the next biggest thing. It would be fun to do that at retreat, but so send out, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when we're going to go live or when we're going to have a sale. gives you options. And share the channel with crafty friends that you think would like some of the things that we do, and hopefully they will subscribe as well, even if they're only able to be here now and then. We don't require attendance or anything. We just like to have fun. So if you like to laugh and you like to craft, come hang out with Happy Paper People. We do a lot of fun stuff on YouTube. Speaking of which, we are having sales this week, Wednesday and Thursday. So we are going to have Elizabeth Craft Designs products. Here's the first three things we'll do are Elizabeth Craft, Stamperia brand new collection, and a Minte brand new collection. And then those are the first three things we'll do. After that, based on how much time there is, we have Prima and Ciao Bella. We have a whole nother box of Timmy that we didn't get to last time. Lots of stuff. Lots of like the ephemera and the journal cards and the things like that. What did I say? Ciao Bella, Prima, Ranger. Yeah. We'll get to those.
KK's in the house.
Hey, KK. Kitty cat or friend? KK, you got a box going you might have forgotten about. So if you order anything this week, you will have 0 shipping. So don't miss, because even when they're brand new, this is the reason you come to HPP for the sales, and I know it, and it's okay. That's why I want you to, because we are a discount craft station, whatever it is, discount craft supplies. So even if it's a brand new collection, man, I always lose that word, collection. Even if it's a brand new collection from Stamperia or Minte, it will be at a lower price. Maybe not as low as some of the things that are older, but it'll be at a lower price. You may not know this, but there's a lot of companies out there that put out stipulations, legal stipulations, that you can lose your right to sell them if you don't follow. And that is that you can't, a lot of them are, you cannot advertise this price lower than our retail listed price. So that's kind of interesting. So a lot of them do control how much we can discount them, what they're going to be. But I always get things at a discount for Happy Paper People. That is our entire plan, so we can make more stuff. I love these little tags. These are made out of the clay, and they're just put a hole in them, and it's like a thick 3D tag. You feel it, and you can tell it's not paper. It's super lightweight, super fun. But I'm really loving this kind of flat stuff coming out of the... That'll be fun. Ooh, shutters. What color should I do the shutters?
I don't know what colors you got. I don't know what the colors are.
I need blue. I need blue. I don't have blue. The copper, actually, they would be probably pretty they'd be pretty in blue for sure against the black. But this needs to be coated in black gesso. So these were just pieces of black cardstock that I started with. And so I took a stencil and I put the paste down. So now the paste is down and dried. It dried overnight. Now I need to cover them in black gesso, and they will go easier all the way around. I'll try doing this a bit and see if I can overlap it. Yeah, this beeswax goes for a long way because it's, you're just reaching in and getting a tiny bit that you can spread over this, and it melts with the heat of your finger.
Yeah, so, it's real creamy.
Yeah, you really don't use a lot.
She has snow on the ground, so quit talking about spring.
Wow.
Sylvia said, her HP box is not here. I bet you Karen got mine. Margie said, well, change your name to Karen, Sylvia.
Sylvia, I did look into your box because you said it wasn't there the other day. And yeah, candies just got delivered right now. Most of them were delivered on Saturday. Sylvia, yours must have gotten dropped in the post office or something because it doesn't look like it was even scanned until today. So I know. I'm sorry. They all went out at the same time. They all go in one great big container. They went in one of those huge black boxes with the yellow lids from Costco.
She forgot your Sylvia.
But without the lid. Oh yeah, I forgot Sylvia. How do you forget Sylvia?
Oh yeah, she forgot you. Oh my God, she can't believe Cheryl G got hers.
Nice. Very cool.
Her neighbor Sylvia's neighbor down the street has kept my boxes on many other occasions. Don't you hate that?
Yeah, I just can't even believe that. I mean, I can. I just would never do that. We even get mail for other people, and we're like, got to find these people. They need their mail.
I keep the junk mail.
I don't because I got way too much.
Well, I mean, I don't always make a special trip down the road.
Right. No, I don't for junk mail either. For the ads, no. But anything that has our name on that I can tell is not an ad. Okay, so this one has gotten way over rubbed and it's all muddy because it had the blue in it, and it's just not being pretty anymore, this copper. So let's see if we can refresh it a bit with wax and color. We'll take about 5 minutes and then we'll do our live box opening. So there we go. Now we're getting some pretty color. I will see that got rubbed too much and it had the blue in it. I was probably trying to get the blue out. If you over rub it, rub it and it goes really metallic, then you over rub it and it goes dull again. So you want to be really careful about that. So there was no bringing it back. So all I did was put some more wax over the top of it so that I could put another layer of metallic on it. And that worked. And that worked really well. So, okay. So we have about 5 minutes. I'm going to start.
Does it make
let's see.
The black make it come out? You can see now. I can see the glitter, the powder here. I can't really see it. There you go.
Oh, on the feathers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Does it look better than just a plain ink?
Yeah. Because I can see the metallic shimmer. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is copper.
Leaves that are going to be on the canvas around.
I'm making you solo screen. I'm going to start putting these away so I can get the box out and be ready to go in 5 minutes. So take me a minute to get all these put away.
I'm making this for my new granddaughter, I guess. My stepson got married and he has a 5-year-old little girl and her birthday is in May.
I like the lock you did there.
Loves unicorns. So I'm gonna put this on a canvas, and then I gotta get this one didn't come out, but I'm gonna put some leaves, feathers feathers around here.
Feathers, all the same.
And like the dragonfly, maybe maybe a butterfly around the canvas so that it'll hang.
You know what would be really pretty? Yeah, I think that would look really cool.
Out things. Now they can't see it because I'm zoomed in. I forgot I was zoomed in.
You are zoomed in.
Yeah. So that's what I've been working on. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
I really want the blue to do this, but
yeah, I need to get some pink for the other.
But you know what I think would be really pretty? I thought about this before and I didn't pull it out because I didn't want to go into it on the.
Her favorites are pink and blue, so that's her favorite color. That's why this is done in pinks and blue. With a little bit of gold. I think the butterfly looked pretty there.
The butterfly and the dragonfly with the iridescent wings they're always awesome.
Right there.
Oh yeah, that looks great there.
Look good there.
Nice and 3D. Yep. Perfect.
And I got to paint the canvas. I haven't figured out what color to paint the canvas.
Yeah. black.
I might do black.
So,
That's what black, you think? Or
black would really set all that off.
yeah, but now that I've done the butterfly in black, it might make that fade in, don't you think? I don't know. I don't know.
You might just replace the butterfly or put something behind the butterfly.
Yeah.
I think the black would be cool because it'd make all that pink and blue and purple really. Yep.
Too.
Yep.
So okay.
Anyway,
that is illegal to keep someone else's mail. They don't care. It's a federal offense to put something in the mailbox. It's not mail, too.
Right. Yeah.
People do it all the time. They put flyers in there for the neighborhood. That you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that, but they do it
anyway. It is a federal offense.
Yeah, it is.
You're using federal property.
Nobody's gonna take the time to do it though. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then you got to prove they got it. And that's the other thing. You can't prove they got it, and the mail. They'll just say it was misdelivered.
What would be really cool is painting the feather, putting black gesso down on the feather first.
Oh, and then
putting the color on.
Oh, I could do that for here instead of these feathers because they're awful big. I was looking at them, they're awful big. I don't want.
Yeah.
Maybe some real feathers
and do that. Feathers. Yeah.
I have that. That would work. Her unicorn poops in the house. Marby's unicorn poops in the house. His name is Fluffy. He poops in the house. Yeah, I'd get rid of that unicorn. Unicorns are magic. They don't poop, Margie. Yours is not a real unicorn if he's pooping. If he's not pooping, unicorns and rainbows.
Maybe he's pooping rainbows. See, there's just a little black vein down the center. But if there was black underneath it, it would really set off the metallic of the feather. But I think blue would be better because blue is just the darker, brighter. But this would need on a black base. Would look cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's gonna look
on a feather. Yeah. I had a little tiny one that I was going to do. Okay. So let me clean up here. Goes away very quickly. Oh, okay.
Maybe Cuppy is being a brat and blaming it on him. Yeah, that would be the case.
While I'm cleaning up, let me show you the 2D stash offers.
Oh.
I found one more. I found one more of the Tim Holtz ink tins. This is for the regular, not the minis. This is for the regular ink pads, distress ink pads, either inks or oxides. So I found one more tin, and that is $7. It's the only one. And I'm going to set it to the side because I'm cleaning up here. And then these, we've talked about these before. These will hold stickles. This is the only stickles I have. Perfect pearls or liquid pearls. I only have 3 liquid pearls. It will hold the distress oxide re-inkers. There's something else it'll hold. I don't remember. But it will hold them going up this way, but then the top won't close. But you can always set it on top of it like that if you want to leave them open. They do not have to be closed. So there are several other things that will go in them. I don't think the re-inker bottle you could get to go in it if you don't put the lid on. But there are several things that will go in them. You know what? This will. Glossy accents goes in there. Other things will go in as if you don't put the lid on because they're sticking up too tall. So it depends on if you want to have it sitting out. The lid fits underneath it to stand on it, elevated, or it closes like that. Okay. Does not come with these. Those are mine. But I have 4 of these, and we're just going to do them for $5 a piece.
Okay, I'm gonna put the ink storage tin in.
Okay, perfect. First,
put that up there. Put that up there.
Oh, sorry. Okay, ink storage tin.
Okay, go, ladies. That's in.
And there's only one of those.
One of those.
I can't believe how many things I'm finding that cool things like this that I have stored away because they're not working in this room, and I can't bear to get rid of them because they're cool storage things, or they're just too expensive to get rid of. So I am really excited about sharing them with you guys because I know they're going to get good use.
Cheryl Goble gets the tin.
The tin? Okay. And then this is actually called a Dazzle Caddy. That's on the top of the lid, if you can see that right there. Dazzle Caddy. And there's 4 of them. All right.
All right, ladies, that's it. Sylvia wants the starfish.
This one? This one, Sylvia?
Sell me the starfish.
Just one? There's a little smaller one right here. Sylvia, did you get these pigments? I'm feeling like you did, but I could be wrong. You know.
Okay. Cheryl Goble will take one of the caddies.
Okay. Are you writing these down? I need.
Yeah, Lisa will take 2.
Okay, thank you.
Linda wants the brush.
Which brush? Oh, this brush.
Brush.
This brush. She wants this brush. You know what? Maybe I'll finish with some of these and put them together, and we'll sell them as part of the fundraiser.
Okay, one of the caddies is available.
They will be super fun on the front of a book, won't they?
Oh, Lisa will take the last one, so she'll take
caddy? Okay, so 3 for Lisa, 1 for Cheryl. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Sorry, she put it in there right as I was typing. There's one available.
Awesome. Okay.
So those are sold.
These guys.
All right. Now the pigments, you want to do those real quick?
Yes. So the pigments, there is 3 gold. Okay, Golden Sun. Oh, we put them all in. The first ones I'll give the ones that I have, but I have an order ready to hit send.
We need to do one color at a time because I have to write them down.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, so let's start with Golden Sun. Golden Sun, that is the gold, just plain gold.
How much are they?
They are retail is 8, so there's 7 for Happy Paper People.
Okay. Go. How many of those did you have? You said
I have 3.
So you're going to do a pre-order,
we'll
right?
do a pre-order because it's ready to submit. I will happily submit it today because there's another brand new collection coming out with Stamperia, and I just got the notice that I can pre-order it, so I'm going to do that.
Wow.
It's an Antonio.
I want one of those.
One of the gold?
No, I don't know what you have at home,
the
but
new
I don't have that up, and I don't know when these were sold, to tell you the truth.
Oh.
It's been a while. I know that.
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah.
So it'd be hard for me to go back and find it to get that for you.
To get what? If they have it?
Yeah. What colors Glenn has already got.
Oh.
I do not remember.
Keep going. I'll see if I can find it quickly.
Yeah. What's the next color? Nobody needs
the next color will be silver moon. Yeah, I know you got several of them, Glennis. Let's see here. That was in 22. And let's see, wasn't that one? Wasn't that one? Okay. I'll see if I can find it. If I can't easily, then we'll have to do it later. But
okay, what's the next color?
The next color is Astral Green.
Okay, I want a green for sure. And a gold for me so far.
Okay. I'm not writing them down because I'm.
I know, I got them. So.
Okay, thank you. I knew you were. I knew you had them.
What's the next color?
The next one is Nebula Rose. Nebula Rose.
Sylvia's revamped her craft budget for 2035, so I will wait to order once you present the new stuff. That way I can stay within budget.
There you go.
There's a budget. There's
It's far enough away. Yeah, it's far enough away that we can make it whatever budget we want, right? Nebula Rose.
$. Definitely want that one. Okay.
Then the Blue Neptune. Oh, if you like any of these, you're gonna love the Blue Neptune. They're all gorgeous. I love
I got her. Yeah. I got
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you, Janine. Budget. What budget? There's a budget. We have to do a budget.
Exactly.
Budget? No
Nobody
way.
said anything about a budget, and I'm not going to pretend to pay attention now.
I stay within budget. We're not broke.
We're not out of the house. We're still having dinner, so
hey, this money to help pay something that Kyle wanted, so he obviously has money for what I want.
Yeah, there you go. Because my needs come first, right? That's funny.
All right, Blue Neptune is in, ladies.
Okay. Oh, you got it.
What's the next color?
The next color is Martian Copper.
Yeah, that one's pretty. That's the one. That's the one I was using, ladies. That's the one.
You had the copper and the blue.
Yeah, I had copper, blue, and
the copper and the blue look really pretty good together on that lock that you did.
Blue Neptune. Janine wants a Blue Neptune. Yeah, it's a very pretty color. It's a very pretty blue.
I like
it.
You will
like copper's it. Really pretty coming up. The Martian copper.
Yes.
And that astral magic, that cosmos.
That cosmos. The last one will be the cosmos magic, and that's the one that's iridescent that gives you multiple colors. So yeah, that's
another one of those.
That's a definite.
$7. Okay, Martian copper's in, ladies. Janine will take the Martian copper too.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color, Janine.
Yeah, I love that.
And the last one is that Cosmos Magic, right?
Yep.
Okay, I definitely want another one of those. And the beeswax. How much is the beeswax?
And the beeswax is $7.45. So for happy paper people, $6.45.
Janine will take a Cosmos Magic.
You're gonna love it.
And a Nebula Rose, she said. So let me put her down for one of those. Okay. Beeswax. $6.45. Okay. Glynis wants a beeswax.
Okay. Glynis, I'm looking, but I don't see because I don't remember exactly when.
Yeah, it's been so, and Sylvia will take away. I like it, Sylvia. It went on a little bit easier than the luster wax that I was using.
Yeah, it's smoother and
Cosmos Magic. It works better than the luster wax
than any of the other waxes that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why they do that. Specifically for that.
Astro Green. Well, Sylvia, whatever she doesn't have, she's going to order. She's doing a pre-order now.
I have an order ready to go into it.
Yeah, it was just me that got the green. How many greens did you have?
I have one.
You can have it and I'll get the order.
But I'm going to order. Yeah, I'm ordering today. So.
Okay, so do you want the green?
I just want to know how many to order, and then I'll get a couple extra.
Liz wants the blue, copper, and the green.
Okay.
And I think she ordered the blue last time, if I'm not mistaken. She might have already ordered those very same colors. I don't know. Maybe not the green, but
if I could even remember when it was we had it.
I know I don't. It's been a while. Damn it! Put me down for all of them.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 7 colors available at $7 a piece. That's $49, and that's a savings of $7. So if you want all of them, just say complete set, $49, and I'll know exactly. That'll be easier for me, actually.
Okay, Sylvia wants a complete set.
That's how I like to order. It's easier.
Set. Are you going to do the complete set plus beeswax?
Yes, complete set of just the colors, because the beeswax is going to last you a long time. So do the beeswax separately.
Okay, Sylvia. Okay. No pressure, Sylvia. No pressure. He wants a set too. Take her off the individuals and put her down for a set.
Perfect.
Okay, except for the wax. Do you want the wax, Janine? I didn't see you come in for the wax. Did I miss you?
Oh, yeah. Anybody who got these wants a wax?
They started popping. She did. Let me see. I put up here the wax. Yep, she wanted a wax too.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay.
Yeah, if you've got any wax that's really soft and creamy, spreadable, then I'm sure
it'll work, but it's not. It didn't work as well on the Cosmos Magic. I'll tell you that right now. Oop. Okay. KK wanted the beeswax too.
Okay. This was my way to not have to clean off my mat today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was going back and looking at the wax. I got you, KK. Celia started talking and I missed it.
Oh, if it's not my fault, it's Sylvia's fault, right?
And Glennis wants the rose too, so.
Okay. You know, with what you do, Glennis, even if you got 2 of the same, you're going to use them.
Yeah, because there's not much in them, ladies.
You're going to use them all.
I am disappointed in how
little. I've done a ton with them, but once you find you like them, you just keep using them, and you'll use them up in 1 second. I know you will.
So he goes, there goes my budget. Now I'm into 2036.
Oh, right.
Hey, at least you're still in the 2000s.
I know. Unlike some of us.
Penny just got her box.
Oh, nice, Penny. Good. You can open it with us.
Oh, yeah. You give him a copper hat.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
For a gold hat. I haven't seen the gold.
I think the copper would be. Well, the
copper's pretty.
I like the copper. Yeah, I think the copper would be more steampunky.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna set these.
Okay.
All right, Candy's gonna open her box with us. Penny's gonna open her box with us. I know a couple of you have already done your box openings recorded and are just waiting for this so that you can get them.
Oh, do you have those brushes from last time?
Which brushes?
From the last box?
Oh, I do. I do have those.
You know what? Those would have been perfect for this.
You think? They would, except they're not tiny enough to get in the tiny, tiny spots. But as far as spreading them like over, yes, they would. Yeah, you're right. They would.
I think those would have worked better than the one I was using. Okay, so she wants the one. Sylvia wants the brush set. The
from last time.
Okay. What you calling those brush?
These are the 3-pack. 3-pack blending brushes. Because there's a small, medium.
You don't remember?
I do. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I know it's in there. It's in my head. It's in my head.
There's a lot in your head. I don't want to hear about anything else but the brushes. Okay.
$4.75.
$4.75. Okay.
Yeah. I know. I just saw somewhere advertised a pack of 3 for $9.99.
Yeah. I'll probably take another set of those too. I did like them.
So would you write down on that too, Dawn Marie? Because she wants, I forgot how many. I already forgot how many she told me she wanted. And she told me she wanted some. Then she told me how many. And now I don't remember how many. But I'll do it.
I haven't seen her in the chat for a bit. So she might be taking a nap because she wasn't feeling well either.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but I can message her to ask her how many.
Yeah.
Later. So.
And I'll put a question mark for how many. Oh no, there she is.
No, I am not napping. I have things to do.
You're right.
Happy anniversary, Sylvia.
We wanted them and not Dawn, right? Or did I?
What? Dawn Marie, how many? How many of
okay.
these did you want? Dawn Marie, how many of the brush sets did you want? She's here, just multitasking. Candy's just making notes for me, so I don't forget. How many of the brush sets do you want?
Oh, hubby's coming home to Sylvia's anniversary.
Yeah,
35 years.
I said happy anniversary, Sylvia.
Bacon wrapped shrimp. Ooh, yuck.
Yeah, yum. I like shrimp though. I like shrimp though. You know what, Dawn?
Why is it always raining when she has dear hubby grilling? Why is
really? She's just trying to torture him. DM, you don't have to decide right this second either. Just message me later.
Just let me know and I'll write it down. Totally so I have it too.
Fine. Totally fine.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, Sylvia.
Oh, you have been working. Oh, we need to do a giveaway too.
Oh, okay.
Let's do a quick giveaway before everybody bops out, and then we'll do the box opening. Let's give away a set of 3 finger blending brushes, fingertip blending brushes, and a Hampton Art acid-free dye-based ink. It is an orange. It is a burnt orange. It appears to be, it's brand new, so I don't know. I haven't used it, but it looks like a burnt orange. But, you know, the color up here isn't always the same as what's inside. I did put one of my tiny rubber bands around it just to make sure the lid didn't pop off. So that's awesome for traveling or, you know, just a day out in the backyard. So let me go over here to the giveaway tool. And what do you want to put up there?
Hold on, let me see what we got in here.
Hashtag March.
Monday giveaway 2. Let's do Monday. Give 2.
Okay. MONGIVE number 2.
Yeah, G-I-E and the number 2. Let me pop it up.
MONGIVE 2.
Why is it? Oh, turn your keyboard on, Candy. It would work better.
Well, yes, that helps sometimes too. Sometimes that helps. I'm trying to get rid of some of the shadow, and it's just creating another shadow from another side. I found a cool light setup that I think might work for me to give the kind of lighting that we need. I'm gonna have to bring dear hubby in on this one too. So I'm gonna show it to me.
Brushes are $18.99 there.
35 is awesome. November 40th. Wow.
If you buy them from Marianne and have them shipped, Julie, they'll be cheaper.
$18.99 for a set of 3. Holy cow. Even shipping, yes, less than that. Okay, so it is collecting comments. And let me go over here and share the screen. And
Cheryl's she'll be at 40 in November, 40th anniversary in November.
Wow.
Me and hubby just celebrated our 37th.
Wow. This summer we'll be celebrating our 22nd. We just celebrated our 22nd year of the day we met.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, ours will be this summer will be 38 years.
Wow. But you're not that old. Okay. Everybody in?
Hey, I'm going to say what he says to me. You know, if I'd have been convicted for a murder, I'd have been out on parole by now.
I know. I remember you saying that.
That's
Do they have those things to carry in the hotel? Do they have those things to carry in the hotel?
We're supposed to figure out what that is, Angie.
What things to carry in the hotel?
You mean the luggage carts? I'm not sure what you're asking here, Angie. We're not mind readers.
What? They have those things to carry in the hotel. We're not carrying you anywhere in the hotel, Angie.
The totes.
What? I don't know. If you're talking about that great big flat luggage thing that you can pile all the stuff on from the car and wheel it in, actually, you can pull the car right up to a door, an outside door to our room, and unload right there into the room. So, yeah.
Yes, that's what she's talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Janine says August will be her 43rd.
Wow, that's awesome.
Congrats, lady. Kathy Lake will be the 43rd on April 11th. Congrats, Kathy. And you haven't killed him, so I take it, so that's good. Oh, awesome. This is going to be cool. It's not showed up yet on my YouTube. There it goes.
There it is. Congratulations, Janine. Awesome. This goes to Janine. Where's my sticky note? I'm going to put it on a sticky right over here. There it is.
What is today's date?
Today is, what is today?
19th? Is it the 19th?
Today is the 20th.
20th.
Yep. And Janine wins the drawing.
God, it's flying by.
Awesome.
I'm going to be Marianne this year at retreat, not everything done. That's what's going on.
And I'm going to have everything done.
That trip is going to interfere with my stuff.
Congratulations, Janine. That's awesome.
Cheryl's.
Okay. So.
Yeah, Janine, her husband says that too. What, is it a guy thing? Her husband also says she'd been released from jail by now. Janine, I just look at it like, okay, that's not funny. It's
okay,
really
what exactly does that mean? I mean, you know.
I know you're trying to be funny, but that's not funny.
I know. Oops. The glare on this. I'm going
Sylvia's
to
out. See you later, Sylvia.
Bye, Sylvia. Have fun. Happy anniversary.
No breaking any limbs this time.
Okay. No breaking any legs.
Limbs this time. Hey.
Limbs.
Did I miss something?
I don't know.
Oh.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Okay. So, Brutus Monroe is on the way. I just saw the notification pop up. Whoop, whoop. Can't wait to see that paper. Brutus Monroe sent something for everybody going to retreat.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I already got it. But now they have, there's a paper pack we've been waiting for, and it's finally back in stock. I got an email in the middle of the night from Christopher himself, and so I went in and ordered a bunch of them. And we just hope it's as pretty as the picture looks, because it's gorgeous, right, Candy?
Yeah, we've not seen it. I've not seen.
No,
I've not seen it anywhere. I've not seen it.
I haven't seen it anywhere either.
I didn't break my foot, Julie. I never broke my foot. I've never. No, I don't want to say that.
Oh no, she was in a brace. She was in a foot brace last time, but she did not break her foot.
Yeah, my arthritis flared up so bad. My foot was swelled up, but it was not broke. We thought it might be, but it was not.
Yeah.
It hurt
Okay,
so
let's have a moment of silence for the box.
Are we burying it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't break anything, ladies. Knock on wood, I've never broken a bone. Well, maybe my toe, but that doesn't count.
Me, I've broken more bones than I can think of. Look at that. That's lunar paste on fabric. Look how cool that is.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We are here to do the Happy Paper People live box opening for March of 2023 box. So let's get right to it. As always, we thank you for supporting our small business. We really do appreciate it. And oh no, I'm missing the best part. All right, hang on. We have to have that. We have to have that. Hang on.
Now, ladies.
Hang on. I'll be right back. We cannot miss that for all you sociopaths.
Oh, it's pretty, ladies. I'm liking this. Ooh. Part 2.
I was totally thinking of you guys when I did this, so we cannot miss this. This has to be a part of it. Right. All right.
All right, I'll mute so you can do your live unboxing.
Back the truck up. Erase. Part 2. Take 2. Yeah, it is pretty paper. Okay. All right, let's get right to the live unboxing of the March Happy Paper Box, March of 2023 Happy Paper Box. As always, we appreciate you for supporting our small business. You mean the world to us, and it's because of you that we're able to do this. All right, our card this month says sociopath. Gotta love this. Sociopath is a person with a fabric disorder manifesting itself in extreme fascination with craft projects to the exclusion of social interaction with others. I thought that was the best. And Candy, you don't have to mute. You're opening yours at the same time, so you can turn your sound on.
I ate my truffle stuff.
Awesome. That's why we were
really good, ladies.
Oh, Doug picked this up and read it, and he's like, I'm not sure I understand it. I said, well, then, yeah, no, you don't have to understand it. My girls will. Okay, so let's look at what's in the box this month in March. All right.
Love that paper.
A pack of sewing charms. I love these charms. There's a whole bunch of them, not just 3 or 4. But there's different types of rulers. Actually, there's measuring tapes. Yeah, love the measuring tapes.
A protractor, lady.
Protractor, yeah. Scissors. I know the protractor was awesome. Look at that, a little paper punch. There's thimbles, and the button is awesome. It's an odd shape. A vintage style iron and a vintage style, actually antique style sewing machine. Look at the needle. Love the needle. That's pretty cool. Yeah, just some, and there's a little dress on a hanger and little bloomers. That's just a really fun pack. So we'll have some fun putting those on dangles. So this, okay, sociopath. You're wondering what in the world, what's the theme? The theme of March is reminiscent to Grandma's sewing room. And that's why all these vintage type sewing accessories on as charms. And you might notice that with each theme, it's kind of lightly a theme, because I understand that not everybody likes everything. So the goal really is that if this theme, like with retro, it had retro in it, but it wasn't so heavily retro that somebody that doesn't care for retro can't use it in other things. Same thing. So reminiscent of Grandma's sewing room, but if that's not your thing, you're going to love these charms to use in other things. I want everybody to be able to use it, whether the overall idea is something that they're really into or not. Measuring tape washi. This is metric measuring tape washi. And look at these darling little tiny pictures of scissors on it. This is super cute. Super cute. The next thing, a pack of vellum dressmaker stickers. Okay, that is this. Oh, these are, well, I'll just show you back here. You can't see it back there. Vellum stickers that are things like measuring tapes, old scissors,
Awesome.
Lots of different measuring tapes and rulers,
Love them.
all different scenarios. Look at that, the old inkwell and the feathers, pens and ink, because of course the dressmaker has to be able to write up the orders. I like that one with the scissors. I like all the different kinds of measuring tapes on here. Different lengths, some are metric, some are inches, some are long, some are short. They're all different colors. This is a really cool pack of stickers, and they're washi stickers. So it is white so that you can see it, but when you peel the backing off and lay it down and rub it, you're not going to see a big old white sticker with that on. It's going to blend in like washi does. Remember, we talked about that last month, so that's pretty cool. All right, the next thing is a pack of vintage ladies washi sticker. So when the retro pack, we got a pack of red ladies, and I told you there was another one coming, and I got a lot of feedback that everybody loved the red ladies. And so I wanted to get the blue ladies out there very quickly. So as you're making things, you would have the choice of red ladies or blue ladies. But these are all the kind of ladies that might be wearing the dresses that grandma made in her sewing room. My mom wore some of these way back when. My grandma wore some of these styles for sure. But these are a good example of, they have the white all the way around them. But when you peel the sticker off, they disappear. All you see is the lady, because they are washi, not white stickers. That I really try to find those, because that is big. That's a big deal to me. Here is a vintage pack of, or a pack of vintage receipts and ledger pages. So this is a big pack. I want to say it's like 30. I don't remember exactly. But these are 3 pages out of the ledger book, or receipts that were written up, like at grandma's. There's about 4 of each one. So got to get back here to show some different ones. So maybe a specific order, a custom order at grandma's establishment, or out of different old books or ledger books. There's an old receipt on the ledger. So, you know, whether you're a fan of the old sewing kind of thing or not, these are awesome. These are so awesome for collaging. Wonderful. Real nice variety of that. Oh, there's one from the chocolatier. Let me go see that. Okay, then we have the PVC pouch. I love this size. The 4 3/4 by 9.5 PVC pouch. And inside this one, there are 3 things. There are the mini clothing tags. There's the tiny one and the middle size one. We've had some great big larger ones before, but I love these little mini ones. And you can, and these are perforated. You can tear them apart if you want. Use them and decorate them all, and then tear them apart and use them in the same project. Or leave them as they are. But these are great to use on the gel plate, or to use in your splat box with spraying, or just to ink up. They're just fun because they're tiny. We like tiny things. Also inside there is one of my favorites. This is a pack of teeny tiny mini paper clips. Teeny tiny. They're like, yeah, they're like 1/4 to 1/2 inch, less than 1/2 inch. But look, but they're a little over 1/4 inch long, just tiny paper clips. Then what do we have? Then we have, the Prima mixed media stamp called Treasured Memories. And that would be straight from grandma's, design studio. But I love the music around it, around that corset, and the flowers coming out. The teapot is just a fun one. This is a fun background one to throw on anywhere. So that is from Prima, and that is called Treasured Memories. And then we have a large patchwork rose fabric napkin. So this was called Patchwork Rose because you can see that the rose is made out of like patchwork of fabrics. And I've already watched one of the unboxings, although it hasn't been taken live yet. Everybody was waiting until we did ours as a group. But she had a fantastic suggestion, and that was Dawn Marie. She had a fantastic suggestion that you could actually slow stitch around this and make it look like you really did that patchwork. And I love that. That's a great idea. Even if you did it on the sewing machine, but it'd be much better slow stitched on there. So this is like a cranberry color. Sandy, it's the closest to maroon I can find. It's hard to find good maroon things. I'm trying, but it's a cranberry, and it's nice and large. So you can, if you want to cut it apart, you can use it for multiple things. But I thought that it would make a really pretty cover if you're doing a vintage style. So if you cut it in half, and then that could be on the front if you wanted, or you could use this somewhere in the inside and just let the maroon part, or the cranberry part, sorry, be on the front, and then you could decorate it with other things. But this crocheted edging is really cool as well. If you use that and you don't want this in, cut this off and use it somewhere else. This is just it. I just saw so many potential, so much potential.
Fabric, it's very pretty.
Yeah, it's cool fabric too. It's not flimsy.
It's like a light canvas fabric, kind of.
Yeah, it's not flimsy at all. It's not one of, just a very thin. It's got some weight to it. So if you use it for a cover or something, it's going to hold. 3 double-sized raw mulberry paper.
Oh, that's cool, lady. That's really
Love
cool.
this.
I was sitting here feeling if you couldn't hear it. That's what I was doing.
I didn't want to put 6 pieces, and I didn't want to cover it up. I mean, I didn't want to cut it. So if you cut this down the middle, you have 6 pieces of raw mulberry paper. But I wanted to leave it large because somebody might come up with a fantastic idea to use it like that. I mean, you could decoupage it on and use it as a base of a cover. That'd be so cool. But this is really, it's raw mulberry paper. It's so raw. It's just really cool. Yeah. How else do you explain it, Candy?
I don't know. It's cool. I love it. I love this kind of paper, and it's
just
perfect
pretty.
color. It's not. It looks white on screen, but it's
not white. Yeah, it looks white. It's not white. It's sand color.
Yeah, it's a perfect age color.
Yeah, it's sand color, and if I went around it with some vintage photo or walnut stain, would be perfect.
A little bit different. I mean, as far as
the edges are really raw and nice, and it's just gritty. It's just very gritty. It looks much rawer and more gritty than any of the other mulberry paper I've been looking at for the
yummy. It feels very yummy.
Yeah, it's cool. So, so you got 6 pieces, but I didn't want to cut them in half because they came to me. Look at that giant piece of something in there. Wow. They came to me like that, and I thought I'm just going to leave them whole. Okay, then we have, the Utah truffle.
Now that was really good, ladies.
Awesome. Oh, you finally got to enjoy it. Somebody didn't steal it out from under you. And I love this. This totally reminded me of like grandma's house or grandma's dress shop. The gold damask wallpaper. That was so pretty. Yeah, I thought, that looks just like a grandma's wallpaper, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, I love the assortment of tissue paper that I've been able to find. So you'll receive one of these in every box. Instead of just folding it up and putting it in there in a little baggie or something. I fold it to put it around everything else just to offer them a little bit of protection. It is 20 by 30, so it's a very large piece. That's why it's folded up so much, but I try to fold it as little as possible to make it fit in there. So that is the March 2023 Happy Paper Box. Sociopath. If you are a sociopath and you would like to join us in the Happy Paper Box, Candy, can you throw it across the screen for a second? I'm sorry, didn't even think about that. She'll put up the website here. It is HPP for Happy Paper People, hppcreate.com. If you go there, we're still building out the website, but the first thing there, right on the front page, is the Happy Paper Box. So if you would like to receive the Happy Paper Box each month, then that's where you would go to get it. And all you do is put that box in your cart and order it, and you will be on the subscription. All the details are on there. But let me mention this, because we have a lot of new subscribers come in every month. If you would like to get the April box, then you will need to go in, put that in your cart, and purchase it before April 1st. Once April 1st hits, that's when everybody's payment is processed for April. And so up to April 1st, you're in for April box. But once we pass April 1st, if you put it in your cart and purchase it, it is setting you up for the following month. So you're going to get the May box. Now, if I have any of the previous month available, I will offer them to you. A lot of people message me and say, hey, do you have that one? Can I still get it? Yes, but it's a whole lot easier if you know ahead of time that if you know you want to get in starting in April, then do it before April 1st. Your subscription will start in April, and you won't have another payment payment processed until May 1st. Payment is always processed on the first of the month, so you know exactly what to count on. And then packages are shipped out. The boxes are shipped out between the 15th and the 20th. So far, we've been able to send them out on the 15th, except this last month. We were actually on the 16th. But we're getting them right there at the 15th or 16th. This coming month, April, I am really excited. It's next month. I'm really excited about April because that will be in the middle of our Happy Paper People retreat. So I'm going to time the release of the boxes. I've got to look at the dates and when they will get there, but I want to time it so that you will all receive your boxes about the same time we're able to do the live unboxing live from retreat. So everybody who's coming to retreat that subscribes to the box, I'm going to just take theirs to retreat, and they're not going to get it until we do the live unboxing. So they can do it live with us. It'll be so much fun to do. So I want to time that you get yours right about the same time, and we'll all do that together straight from retreat. And I'm very, very excited about April because the theme of April is art is fun. So, and you could substitute that with crafting is fun. But the whole point is the things we do, this is just all fun. So think about that and what kind of fun things might be in the box. So if you want to get in on the April Art is Fun box, make sure you subscribe before April 1st. Thanks for joining us. Candy, thanks for being here. I'm glad your box got there in time.
Love it.
And we will see you all again real soon with from retreat with our April unboxing. Okay. Awesome. What, Angie? It's snowing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to
if you want this box right here, just PM Marianne and she'll set you up. She'll tell you what you need to do.
Yeah, I do still have a few of this box. So if you want one, yeah, private message me. And if you want to get in on it monthly, because you know, if you're one of those people that messages me every month that I want that one, just get in on the subscription because you're going to want it every month. April is fun. Art is fun. April is fun. Trust me, it is fun. Some of you got a sneak peek. Some of you got a sneak peek of April. And I still have the list. Those of you who said you wanted to buy extra of certain things, and I did get them in already. So they're here ready to go as soon as we do that boxing. But Kevin is funner. Art may be fun, but Kevin is funner.
I don't know.
That's hilarious. So yeah, I would say that you probably want to get in on April's box. I'm dying. We have to do it right. We have to do it in April. I can't wait any longer.
Are we going to do a laugh and craft with this box, or are we going to do it Saturday, or what are we doing?
You know, that's a good point. This month was just really weird, the days. Like most people got it on Saturday, some got it today. I don't do it on Sunday. That's the one family day. Then we had Monday Jumpstart. I can't do it tomorrow night. Wednesday and Thursday we're having a sale. So
want to do it Saturday night?
We could do that. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to, but me and you could use it for sure.
Yeah, we could do that. We could use this on Saturday night and do something with it there because we have Saturday Night Live. So
wow, I'm making a flip up tag. I'm telling you that right now with the stamp packaging. It's a flip up tag already.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, sweet. Okay. I like that. I didn't even look at that. I didn't even open it.
Flip up tag.
Doesn't show that when I ordered online. It doesn't show the packaging. Well, oh, that's cool. I love that. Okay. Ooh, this is even a good background here.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And then you can put German cards on it. Yeah, so
I'm gonna do that. All right, I'm gonna do that too. We'll make a flip up tag. We should have a flip up tag Saturday Night Live, and everybody who got their box make a flip up tag.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
It's already ready to go.
I need to use it. Yeah, no kidding. Need to use some of that mulberry paper, and we've got these to collage with. And you've got, if you keep all the stuff from your other boxes kind of sorted together, there's some great things from your past boxes to use on that too. Yay, 2 sales on Saturday Night Live. I know I'll get to see you guys every single day except Tuesday and Friday. That's awesome.
Maybe I can get some stuff done. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. I just haven't been in the mood. I start to do something, and I get like a couple things done, and then I'm squirrel.
Right. The
ATCs are done though.
That's awesome. Mine are almost. I haven't completed them because I was thinking about doing a little tutorial with the bases. I could just do it again. I saw this. I always have to look until the one thing jumps out at me, and I saw this, and I'm like, yeah, this has got to be it. This has got to be it this month. The sociopath. You bunch of sociopaths.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. These will be perfect on that. Oh, yeah, let's do that. That's awesome.
Oh, you don't have to. I'm just saying that.
No, I'm excited about that now. I'm looking at all these things and going.
Just something that we're kind of just laughing and crafting and something.
Yeah. And using our subscription boxes. So anybody who got it that wants to on Saturday night with us.
And just put the title as Laugh and Craft using our subscription boxes. We can using
April or March. I want to use April. Can you tell? Using March.
Yeah, well, me and you are using most of April, but we'll just put using subscription box supplies.
March. Yeah. I want to use April, but I can't yet because it hasn't been sent out. But we'll use March.
Yeah, Margie said she's got a lot to get done by the end of the month so she can get someone to send it out. Yeah. And I have to have it done because we're doing that trip to Pennsylvania, and then I can't really do much while I'm up there. And then when I get back, it's going to be a mad dash to pack everything overnight.
Oh, goodness. I know. Yeah.
I'm probably crying.
Oh, Candy's got a travel schedule this month. Yes.
So,
yeah. The next couple of months are going to be pretty busy, but don't worry, we're not letting down on. So during retreat, we're going to have our Monday Jumpstart will be the Savor Sabotage. We're going to have a live sale that will be our fundraiser. We're going to have a Saturday Night Live, and we're going to have a, you know what? Maybe we could. I'm just sorry, I haven't looked at the calendar, but I'm just thinking the first Saturday that we're there, isn't that our Saturday Night Live? April 22nd. Yep, April 22nd is Saturday Night Live. We could do our live Night Live.
Oh, I lost you. You froze for a second. I don't know if it was you or me.
Uh-oh. I see it frozen on YouTube.
Yeah, so it must have been you. So we could do our.
So the first Saturday that we're there is a live Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
So we could do our live box opening and Saturday Night Live with the April box if we wanted to.
Yeah, let's do that. I'd say do that.
We get there on Friday. We could do that on Saturday. Then Monday is the Savor Sabotage game. And then we have the live fundraiser from retreat. Yeah.
Okay.
So during that 1 week, we'll have 3 lives, which will be super fun to share retreat with you guys. It always is. Sabotage was the best.
I need to find another story that Sandy can read that's as hilarious as the one she did last year.
And I'll just go get busy for a bit and give her the camera, give her the microphone.
So sad. And it just has to be one from way back when, because nowadays they wouldn't print that kind of stuff.
Well, you know what? I have the same magazine. Maybe she finishes the story.
That was so funny.
I'm pretty sure I still have those old magazines.
I love that story.
I didn't even hear it because I was doing whatever I was doing. But yeah,
in so many different ways, and nowadays they wouldn't have printed it with that exact wording.
No,
it was funny. You're like,
whoa. I do remember some of the words that I heard and thought, what? Oh man,
we're so sensitive nowadays. Anyway, it was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny.
I'm gonna lose those. I'm gonna put these in here. I'm gonna put my washi in there.
Everything fit in the bag. Just the mulberry paper, napkin, and
everything fits in there except the mulberry paper. Yeah, I could just do that. If I didn't put the stamp back in, it would have fit too. They do.
I just put the stamp in there. I didn't put the tag part. I think because it's too wide. I think. Everything else fit though.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I didn't put the stamp back in the packaging,
it would work. That's why I took it out of the package, so I'd have
everything else fits in there.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna use this too. I'm gonna find a way to use, I think, almost everything in the box this time. That would be a challenge. Who can use the most items this Saturday Night Live?
You'll probably win that. I won't win that.
Dawn Marie would win it.
Yeah. She had to step away to go to dinner or something. She stepped away while you were doing the. So I didn't want to say.
She already recorded her.
She went to dinner with hubby. That's what it was.
Oh, awesome! Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. Okay. So there it is.
Yeah, it's been fun, ladies, as usual.
It has been fun.
Usual, we went long, but we're good with that.
But we got 3 things in here: a tutorial, a laugh and craft, and a box opening.
Yeah.
So
extracted and put up.
Say that again.
I said I'll get those extracted and put up.
Perfect. Thank you.
StreamYard lets me download the.
I'll get some pictures to add to them.
Okay. So I won't worry about that part of it. Then I'll save that for you.
Unless you've got some.
Well, I have to do it I extracted from the video, but they're not always good. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to lay these out and take a decent picture out of the shop box or something. So.
Okay. So I'll leave the.
Okay.
Thumbnail for you.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks, everybody. It was fun hanging out with you. And what is today? Today's Monday. Okay. We'll be out tomorrow, getting all ready for Wednesday. I'm gonna put the event out today so that you'll see it. So it'll be out there for Wednesday and for Thursday. And as I mentioned, we will start with Elizabeth Craft, Stamperia, and Minte, brand new collections, and some new things from Elizabeth Craft that we have not shown. Actually, we haven't ever shown anything from Elizabeth Craft, and that package is being delivered today. So I'm really excited about that. Just to hear, there's some cool stencils. There's cool stencils in Elizabeth Craft, and they're a good price. So hugs and love to everybody. We'll see you.
Thumbs up, ladies. Don't forget. We love you.
Thank you for the thumbs up. We do appreciate it. Thanks, Candy, for being here with me.
No problem.
We'll see you all Wednesday.